Hello everybody, welcome to the 6th Q&A answers video. Now we got some more interesting questions to answer, and now let's get to them. And now our first questions are from SagaSagi13001. His first question is, what steak are your favorite and why? My favorite steaks. And now I think the steaks that my dad makes I love is sirloin steaks. And they're my most favorite out of all the steaks I've tasted because I think they're the most tender steaks that I have tried, and also definitely the best with soy sauce. I absolutely love the way my dad makes like my sirloin steak with soy sauce. So yeah, definitely sirloin. His next question is, what will you be doing in the future and why? I already have one thing in mind. After Christmas, once I'm able to buy the Sony Vegas editing software, I'm going to be doing something similar to Screw Attack's old Evil Craig series. Well, I'll call it Evil Patrick Hates this or that, and then I'll put 15 or 5 or whatever reasons why, kind of like as a parody. And I already have an idea on a couple of games I'm going to do, and by the way, I will tell you this, a couple of the games are going to be like games I've done playthroughs of. So I guess you could say Evil Craig parodies. But other than that, I don't really know what else I'm going to do, like in the future. I still have plenty of time to think about that though. Okay, his next question is, what is your favorite movie? Coraline is my most favorite movie of all time. In my opinion, that movie just has like one of the best stories ever made in a movie, and some of the most lovable characters. I absolutely love Coraline, and her blue hair is just amazing. And now, his next question is, what animal is your favorite and why? And now, my favorite animal, probably a dog, and honestly, I do not know why I like dogs more. I honestly just like them more. I don't really know why. Sorry. And now his next question is, what is your favorite burger and why? My favorite burger? Well, my favorite burger is definitely one with lettuce and tomato. Probably I'll say an all-the-way burger. But I love it like if it's from Burger King. I love the Whoppers that's all the way from Burger King. So I guess those are my favorite burgers, I guess, if that counts as an answer to your question. No, I'm an idiot. Sorry, man. Now let's get to the next question. His final question is, what game console is your favorite and why? My favorite game console is the PS2. And I feel like it's my favorite because it just seems to have the most interesting games I've ever played on a console that I seem to enjoy. Like, for example, by the way, I got this a few days ago. Like, for example, Over the Hedge, and also Disney Princess Enchanted Journey. And some PS2 games I've played, like, has some of the best music ever that I've heard. And I don't know if Jimmy Neutron Jet Fusion came out first on GameCube or PS2, but yeah, like some games on the PS2, like Jimmy Neutron Jet Fusion, Over the Hedge, Disney Princess Enchanted Journey, awesome gameplay and awesome soundtracks. So yeah, definitely the PS2. Alright, that's the end of his questions. Next person is TylerGamer17, and his question is, what's your favorite SpongeBob game? My favorite SpongeBob game is probably Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, even though I've only played it one time. It has a decent challenge, but not as hard as it is with Battle with Bikini Bottom, or for Bikini Bottoms. So yeah, it's definitely a good challenge, but it's not too difficult. It has great soundtracks and like very fun areas to explore, and it's very funny when the way the kids react. Like when you find the Dutchman's treasures, like his old sock. Ew! Okay, I did not imitate that well, but that's his question there. Next is Bruce. His question is, my favorite and least favorite Naruto character. Okay, my favorite Naruto character, I can't... Oh yeah, it's definitely Might Guy. The reason is because, oh my god, he is so damn epic when he opened the 8th inner gate against Madara. I always get so excited when I see him open the inner gates and, like, seeing what he can do. Like, I got so excited when I first saw him use the inner gates against Kisame, and it was so epic when I saw him, like, punching out those fireballs, saying that was just some normal punch that he does so fast that creates fire, I guess. Oh my god, and that Hiradora attack. Oh yes. Awesome abilities with Might Guy, so he's my favorite. My least favorite, probably Shino, because his abilities with his bugs, they never really get exciting in my opinion. His abilities with his bugs is kind of boring, kind of dull. So, yeah, probably Shino will be my least favorite character. Thank you for your question. Thank you to everyone for your questions so far. And now, next person, Monkey McFly. And now, his questions are, if you could be any superhero, who would you be and why? Excuse me. Probably Spider-Man, because he was the very first superhero that I really watched, like, a whole, like, series of. Not an actual cartoon series, but like the Tobey Maguire movie series. And I really loved that movie, and Tobey Maguire did a good job, I'm just saying, as Spider-Man. So probably Spider-Man, and because, I loved, like, it's pretty interesting how he gets around using, like, web powers, and, yeah, also because of Tobey Maguire. That's another reason why. I'm sorry if this Q&A answers video has been kind of boring. I'm just out of it right now. I'm a little tired. His next question is, PS4, Xbox One, or PC Master Race? And now, I've honestly never played Master Race. So I can't really answer that question. Sorry. And now, his next question is, have you ever played an MMO like World of Warcraft? Like World of Warcraft. The only online MMOs that I've really played is Elsword, Toontown, if you count that as one, and yeah, those are pretty much the only 2 MMOs I've ever played online. So I'm not sure if Elsword will count as one, but if so, I guess Elsword. Yeah, I'm not much of an online player or a PC gamer. I'm pretty much more of a console person. By the way, you're seeing lots of flashes over here because I have something on my TV playing. Thank you, Monkey McFly, for your questions. Now, time for Mr. Bunny Buns. Mr. Bunny Buns' question is, what is your least favorite anime? My least favorite anime has got to be Yu-Gi-Oh! Because the card battles kind of drag on, and the attacks that the monsters do, man, all the monsters pretty much, from what I've seen, only do like 1 or 2 different kinds of attacks, kind of like the Digimon, and it kind of gets boring seeing them using the same attacks over and over, and seeing the battles just drag on and the monsters barely doing attacks. And in my opinion, the duels usually last longer the duels usually last, like, because of the character, like, worrying more about strategy than actually doing the epic stuff. And I know that's important, but it kind of gets boring to me when a character just, like, wastes a lot of time with strategy. But yeah, probably Yu-Gi-Oh! Thank you, Mr. Bunny, for your question. And now, the next person, or the last person, is someone named Yeti Gaming. And his question is, how did I go from 0 to 285 subs? Well, I will say this, I was growing very slowly when I first started YouTube, because all I really did was playthroughs of games on the App Store, because that's what I was only able to do at the time. And then, once I started doing playthroughs of the N64 games on the emulator, I started getting a lot more attention, because I've noticed that lots of people still like watching videos of the older N64 games. And, okay, to really answer your question, it's because I feel like it's because of me playing lots of older games. Lots of older games on the PS2 and like GameCube. I feel like those kinds of games like usually get more attention. Especially older games like those little kids games like Ni Hao Kai Lan Super Game Day, or Larry Boy the Bad Apple, which is, by the way, my most viewed playthrough. Yeah, those old kind of games is definitely the most viewed games on YouTube, in my opinion, or at least that gets, I think, is most interesting. So yeah, I guess that's what I would say, like older games. Well, guys, that's all the questions we got. We didn't get as many as last time, but we still got some new interesting questions this time. Thank you so very much to everyone who asked it. I cannot talk. Thank you everyone who submitted your questions in the Q&A questions video. I really appreciate it. And I cannot wait, once again, I cannot wait for the next Q&A questions video to come up next month. Alright guys, thanks again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.